welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I would do part technically 3 of sewing a cloth diaper. The first video I put up was basically cutting your fabrics, taking 2 fabrics and putting them together if you were interested in doing a fringe seam, if I'm not mistaken. The second part was actually getting your diaper hooped for embroidery, and today we're actually going to be doing the embroidery part. Now I was supposed to do this series a long time ago, things happened, didn't get to it, and now I'm on it. I told myself that I would get this done, and I am determined. So with that being said, I'm going to go get my embroidery machine that's behind me on the desk. I'm going to set her up, go over a few things with you. The software I use before I forget this, it's called Embroidery, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce this. I will link it down below. There's different I guess levels that you can purchase from them. You can have the very basic and then the next levels, and depending on which one you get, that's what you can do with the software. Now this is one of many embroidery softwares that you can find out there. I suggest that you do your own research to see which one is best for you and works out for you, or you find more user-friendly. In my case, Embroidery works out extremely well for me, and I love it, and I found it to be very, very, very user-friendly, just like the Silhouette software. This is my embroidery machine, Baby Luck Flourish II. I had the first one. I loved the first one. One of the differences between the first one was that this one will cut your jump stitches. The other one would it cut them? I think it didn't, but this one did. The screen was a little bit bigger. There's just a few things that made me just go ahead and go for the second one. A few things that you want to check with the embroidery machine before you get started is, one, it's going to be your bobbin thread. Now mine is actually looking like it's practically brand new, so I won't need to do anything with that. The next step will be to check your needle. Now I don't remember the last time I changed the needle, so I'm going to go ahead and change it anyways. You always want to make sure that your path up here, it's cleaned and clear. Sometimes you're going to get your thread that's going to get stuck or threaded. You make sure that none of that is there. Mine should be clean. I'm still going to take a peek in there, make sure it's all good to go. I actually went ahead and cleaned this out already, and I gave her a good old wipe down, so she should be good to go. And that is as easy as it can get when changing a needle. I like to put the foot down. I go ahead and loosen this up. The needle can fall towards in here, but it won't go very far. What you want to make sure is that the needle's all, when you put it in, the flat back's facing the back. You push it all the way in into the little spot up here, and then you're going to tighten this back up, and then your needle is in place. One of the other things that you should always try to do before you start your embroidery is to remove this plate right here. What you want to make sure is, and obviously my machine has a warning, it will not let us start until this has been fixed. What you want to make sure is you can remove this. Now this comes out individually by itself, but I'm going to take it all out together. What you're looking for is to make sure that your machine's actually clean. So from what I can tell you right now, my machine needs a little love. Now these came with the embroidery machine, sewing machine, or serger. These are basically little brushes to clean your machine. What you want to do is, right now I can tell here there's a little bit of fuss. You want to go ahead and clean it all out. This plate also comes off, so if you really want to clean in there, you can take this plate off. I think it should be okay. However, I'm going to take it off just so you can see as well what it looks like underneath for this one. Next thing you're going to do is going to go ahead and save your file onto the memory stick if that's where you're going to be using. You're going to go ahead and connect it to the embroidery machine, look for your file, and once you found your file, you're going to select it. Now these are different ones I have already done, and this might be it right here. Let me see. And that is it. So this is basically showing you the area. This is telling you the design. It's just showing you the different colors. It's asking if you want to move it, the size, to rotate it, delete it, and so on. I'm going to go ahead and hit edit or edit end. Now this is telling me if I want to move it. So what I'm going to do is put my foot down, and I'm going to find the center of my line, which is not too far off. Now it's showing you here this was to take 16 minutes, the amount of stitches, and the color total of changes that you're going to have. And here it's going to show you what it's going to be embroidering first, and on here you can go back or forward with your stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and thread the first color here. I'm going to go ahead and afterwards hit start, and I'm going to let the machine to go ahead and do its thing. gosh, I'm so in love. Okay, so one of the things that my embroidery machine does, it lets you know when your project is finished. It stops itself, obviously, moves back and forth to remove the thread that was already embroidering with, and it lets you know that you are ready to be done with this. Absolutely one of my favorite things to do is look at the embroidery when it's done. Now there's something about embroideries and when they're done and you're so excited because you know it's done and now you just want to inspect it. I like to check mine out, check that all the threads went in correctly as I was stitching down and that everything looks good. Now, on one of the videos you're going to see that I have these Christmas ornaments where I've been stuffing embroidery thread into. When you're changing your colors, you're not supposed to pull the thread back. You're supposed to pull it out and then you just cut it at where you put your thread and then you pull that little string out. I threw away so many of these. And some people just gently unthread it and just roll it back on there. Listen, I lost the time and patience for that. So I have all of these, and I'm trying not to drop any of these on the carpet because I don't want the cats eating them. But anyways, I take these and I put them inside that Christmas ornament. So one day I can put some silly thing on it and I can hang it on my Christmas tree. So please don't judge me. It's a fun little thing that I decided to do. I don't know that anybody else does that, but I do. Now this is the finished embroidery. I'm so excited. So I'm going to just push this forward so you can see it really well. Actually, let me take the stabilizer off. So this is what the diaper looks like at the moment. This is the embroidery on the diaper. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this so you can see a little bit better. It came out beautiful. It's flawless. I took most of the water soluble stabilizer off already, so you can see this a little bit better. There's still some in between here, but that'll come right out. I'm not too worried about that. Again, I picked something that was hopefully going to match this as much as it could. I'm so excited. The colors are working out beautifully together. I did make a minor change in one of the colors last second. It's just because these two colors here were looking too close to each other. So instead I changed it to a much lighter one, and on the last flower it looks a lot better. But in all, it's absolutely stunning and I am so excited and can't wait to finish this diaper and put it up for sale. Next step will be to unhook this, and this is the back, and the back looks absolutely beautiful. Even the back looks pretty. So on the back, what I'm going to do is, this tears away actually, so you can just tear this off, and then this one you just got to cut around this, and then we're going to seal the embroidery shut or closed, and this diaper will be ready for snaps. So I am so excited. So again, this is what it looks like. The colors, the stitches are just absolutely stunning. They're all I love urban threads. Their designs have always been so beautiful and they're very detailed, so sometimes it does take a lot more time, but I am so rambling on. I am going to go ahead and most likely finish this video here because this video has taken an hour to record. And I'm going to do part 2 of finishing your embroidery, which is going to be undoing the diaper and sealing everything up so it's, you know, closed. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. We'll see you on part 3.2 for whatever you want to probably label it on finishing the embroidery. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next time and have a great day.